Hello everyone. In the last 2 days, there were significant things happened in the global market, like US inflation data released on Wednesday, then last night US retail sales data. For both the macros, US market did reacted significantly, and in addition, Supreme Court ruling regarding mineral taxation, all which we'll discuss today. This is the pre-market report video for 16th August 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. First, on Wednesday night, before the US market opening, US Bureau of Labor Statistics released their consumer inflation number for July month. As usual, in the SNP, the top two row is core inflation, that is without food and fuel, whereas the bottom two is overall consumer inflation, CPI with food and fuel. So on yearly basis, core inflation increased 3.2% and overall inflation increased 2.9%. Here, core inflation was in line with the analyst expectation, whereas the overall inflation was better than expected. And if we compare to June month also, both the metrics were good. Then on monthly basis, both core and overall inflation came 0.2%, in line with the expectation of 0.2%. However, it's worse than June month. So mostly in all four metrics, US inflation came in line with the analyst expectation. Hence, the overall data is mildly positive. So, US market also closed mildly positive on Wednesday night. Dow Jones increased 0.61%, S&P 500 up by 0.38% and Nasdaq was flat. In case of VIX, it dropped 10.5% to around 16. Just for info, day before yesterday night, it was above 18. Then again, last night, US Commerce Department released the July month retail sales data. On month-on-month basis, core retail sales data increased 0.4% and the overall retail sales increased 1%. Both of them was a sharp increase in compared to June month and also better than what analysts were expecting. So it's a phenomenal good data. I mean, on Monday pre-market video we discussed this, like this week retail sales data is more important than inflation, since at present investors got the recession fear rather than the inflation worries. Hence now this retail sales data showed the strong consumer demand, which in turn made the US market super positive. Dow Jones increased 1.39%, S&P 500 up by 1.61% and Nasdaq rallied 2.32%. Then VIX also decreased by 6% and dropped to 15. So 2 days, first Wednesday mild positive and last night super positive. Now our Indian market today will react for both the data. About oil, this retail sales data created a dollar sell-off in the international currency market, which in turn made the oil to increase over 1%. At the time of this video, Brent crude trading at $81 per barrel and WTI crude traded at near $78 per barrel. Coming to Indian ADR, as it is, all four major Indian stocks closed additional positive. I mean, since Wednesday night ADR positive close was the reaction to the Indian market, hence last night is additional and fresh positive, which we can expect the impact today. Other than HDFC, all other ADRs including Reliance GDR all looking mild positive opening 0.5% up. Whereas regarding HDFC Bank, it was seriously positive. The arbitrage difference is overwhelming 4% positive. However, I don't think HDFC Bank in Indian market today will increase 4%. Rather, I expect it to increase 1 to 3%. Then in terms of GIFT Nifty, yesterday early morning, it closed at 24,165 and today the market haven't opened yet. So the GIFT Nifty's reaction is just the reaction to good inflation data release on Wednesday night. Based on that, it's flat to positive opening indication. However, last night US market positive was not yet factored. So that's the overall about the global market. Now let's move to the Indian market related info. I mean, Wednesday during our Indian market trading time, Indian Supreme Court ruled a judgment that the mineral-rich state government can collect past dues on royalty and taxes on mines and mineral-bearing land from April 1, 2005 from both center and mining leaseholders. It means simply state government got the power to impose tax that related to mining. And the important point is they can ask tax or leasing fee all the way back from April 2005 retrospectively. This is really a scary judgment. If you want more about this means, please let me know in the comment section so I can make a detailed video about it during the weekend. Back to topic. There is one estimation Because of this new judgment, all the mining companies in India might end up in paying new additional 1.5 to 2 lakh crore rupees as a new tax. Just for info, similar thing happened earlier in India around 2012 to 13. At that time, lot of companies went bankrupt, which in turn started to increase the NPA in the banking sector. Hence only last Wednesday, banks, metals and mining stocks were under pressure. At present, it's a huge chaos. The more lack of clarity on this issue will influence for sure these three sectors: minerals, metals and banking on the negative side. As a consequence, it will increase the inflation since all the mining company, in order to pay the due, they will increase the commodity price. Anyway, it is what it is. Supreme Court is the highest court in India. Not sure how to assess the impact. So let's hope the damage is limited. Second, regarding FII, again on Wednesday also, the net sold for 2,600 crore rupees, whereas DAA net bought for 2,340 crore rupees. Overall, as a summary, US market closed super positive. In addition, there are some positivity around HDFC Bank. Let's hope it's materialized in the stock price. In line with that, all ADR indicating the positive trade, and GIFT Nifty, it's indicating the gap up opening of flat to over 100 points. But however, I don't know the impact of this Supreme Court judgment. Last Wednesday, market didn't react properly. Personally, I think this is the worst nightmare and it will accelerate the selling, especially from FII side. Sector-wise, for sure, negative for metal and mining. Influence on the banking will be the future consequence. Moving on, as per the stock open interest, Apollo Hospital, Hero MotoCorp, Hindustan Copper, NMDC and Divi's Lab got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, Glenmark, Laurus Lab, Coforge, HDFC AMC, HDFC Bank and Havels got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating the long build-up. About the things to look out, during our market hours, UK retail sales data is due at 11:30 p.m. Then in the night, lot of US housing related macro are some of the items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, Nifty opened 50 points gap up and was traded in the small range 24,200 to 24,100. Then finally closed at below 24,200. Thus on the daily chart, it formed a small bearish candlestick pattern with lower high, lower low formation for another session. In addition, still Nifty was below the middle Bollinger Band, and furthermore RSI and MACD momentum indicators showing a negative bias. So all the technicals kind of confirming a weak near-term trend. The initial resistance range will be 24,250 to 24,500. Whereas if the weakness continues means, then this might push the Nifty down below 23,900 to 23,700. In case of Bank Nifty, it opened 70 points gap up and underperformed Nifty, finally settled below 50,000, which is the significant psychological negative. Anyway, on the daily chart, more or less same, formed a bearish candlestick pattern with lower high, lower low formation, trading below all key short-term moving averages. However, on the positive side, Bank Nifty defended the 50% Fibonacci retracement level 49,700. So if it breaks these levels, significant selling pressure cannot be ruled out. Hence, the immediate support is at 49,650 to 49,600, and below which we can expect a slide towards 49,000 to 48,850. On the upside, immediate resistance is at 50,250 to 50,300. Regarding the weekly options data, the maximum call option open interest was at 25,000 strike, followed by 24,300 and 25,500, with maximum new call option writing at 25,000 strike and then 24,200. On the put side, the maximum open interest was at 24,000 strike, followed by 24,200 and 23,700, with maximum new put option writing at 24,100 strike and then 24,000 and 23,900. Thus, the options data indicates that 24,200 to 24,300 range is expected to be the immediate resistance zone with support at 24,000. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.